Alright guys, in today's video we're going to be doing a very minor repair, almost a restoration. So we're working on this 1998 Chevrolet Cheyenne. And if we pan over to the door, what we're working on is when you have manual windows, it's pretty common about the age of these to get this problem like this. I looked for like a year for a new old stock genuine GM armrest or even one in the salvage yard that was in usable condition, but no dice. So we're going to have to pull this off and replace it today. The only tool you're going to need is a Phillips screwdriver. There's two Phillips screws that are holding it. Now it's supposed to be held on by some other plastic pins I'll show you in a minute. Let's just wind these out, fast forward. Alright, with those two screws released, they hold into this, and this is also, part of what's breaking on this. If we take these screws out, I'll show you what gives out on these. So on the bottom, there's supposed to be two little kind of hook-shaped pieces that fit in here and here. And then you've got this peg that fits in here. And then here we can see that the spacer that sits on the top is broken off as well. So there's a bunch of part numbers that are originally on here. You can see them right here, right? This 1596, 1795 for the gray, 1797 for the blue, 1799 for the red, 1599, 9135 for the neutral. There's going to be a left and a right side, but it's typically the driver's side that gives out. So we can't get what we would want here, which would be this, an OEM version of this. So what can we do? Well, it is reproduced. There is an aftermarket version of this, and aftermarket parts, in my view, are the parts of last resort, so this would be the last resort. This Dorman 8979, that's made in Taiwan, is available. Pop open this little bag that it's in. Now we can see those little hooks I was talking about that fit in here, and these two pieces here are intact. So normally what you do to install this, fit it like that, slide it forward and put the two screws in. That's really all it is to it. Now you can see the coloring is going to be off. There's two reasons for the coloring being kind of off. One is it's brand new and the original is all faded. So we'll try to clean this up to see if we can bring some of that color back, but that's really unavoidable that we're not going to be able to get it all back. Let me stick a clip in here about the cleaning and the color here because I do want to show you something with comparing the colors. I'm going to use some Armrest interior detailer. This type doesn't have any shiny to it. It's all natural. We're just going to use this product to kind of clean up all of this staining that's under here. This piece here obviously has been kept covered and protected from UV for the last 26 years, so it's going to give us our closest color match to original. Alright, with this all cleared, and then we've got kind of some shade here and some sun, so we're seeing it two different ways. And I also cleaned on the underside of the old one where the part number is. And again, the 1793 would be the front left hand in the tan color. So now if we take the replacement one, we can get a better view of how much the color is off, right? I mean, it's not going to be exact, but it is noticeable. And then here we know this has never been exposed to any UV, and we can see, definitely a difference. Now, it is what it is. It's not a huge difference. We also cleaned up over here where the mount is, right? You got the thing off, you might as well do that. To get it remounted, we're just going to take these pieces that were missing on our original. They're going to sit in here, and we're just going to slide it forward. Also, there's a peg on that end that goes in there. Just slide it forward, and now we'll be ready to put the screws back in and tighten them down. That's all there is to this repair. At least this way it's all cleaned up, and this way it's going to be functional, and you're not going to have it getting ready to fall off the door. The color being off is, it is what it is. There's nothing else out there. You certainly can't find an original OEM anymore. And if you pulled anything out of a salvage yard that wasn't already broken, And on these screws, we're just going to snug them up. There's no particular torque value given that we're holding down plastic and we're going into stuff that's pretty old. But this is all it takes to repair that. We'll clean up around here, try to cover up the difference in color as much as we can, but at some point the UV should start to turn the aftermarket one, and hopefully at some point they'll converge. Anyway, if you got questions or comments about what we did here today, go ahead and leave it below in the comments section. I'll try to answer it. I'll put part numbers for which of these are available and the colors that are available in the video description, and some links where you can find them. If you found this helped you and got your door fixed and helped you save some money doing it yourself, obviously you can see there's absolutely no reason to go pay a shop to do something like this. It's totally DIY. Go ahead and pay it forward and hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. And as always, thanks for watching.